And the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing first play is Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 3rd in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, he's going to take out and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 17 yards out. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. This is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
One play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Dancing to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Fields throw taken in by Pringle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Bears! Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Lance now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Give running right is Mitchell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Lance and company going on 4th down. Rolling to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go, set.
And Lance going to throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Lance now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tough for him to get the ball.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Now goal for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off play action, Fields. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Toss left to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the Bears are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw again on second down. Lance taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Lance. Steps away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when it gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial it up there?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And now the Bears' all-time leading scorer, Robbie Gould, kicking against his former team. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Taken from about the 12. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. One play action. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now from the 42. Here's Lance to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break. Needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, red, yellow, green.
And Lance now to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Completes it to Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Lance looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Lance looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick 6.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what do they care about most? Possession. And them taking it away, turning it into a pick 6, they don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Pick it up. Switch speed.
Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Lance. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the weak ball, and he's done so quite well.
There's a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they...
DJ Monsky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. I squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me.